I mean, it's awesome. I mean, we've talked about the fact that we're not just making a Doom game, we're making a Doom universe. It's all about the game. It's all about the gameplay. I mean, this is not, we don't make. It's not a cinematic experience. It's not an immersive experience. It is a video game. But the fact that we are, we want players to we say it all the time, fight amazing demons with big guns in amazing locations, and those amazing locations really give us, and the Doom universe gives us a canvas to paint on that is so wide and varied. We establish things with the Night Sentinels. We're taking you to that homeworld this game. Hell is obviously a big part. We're diving deeper into Hell than we ever have before, even with kind of like what's happening there, and we're taking players to heaven for the first time ever. So I think we're really opening the book on this one.
Yeah, I mean, he's the star of the show, so we've got more tools at our disposal as developers to do that this time around. And I think, as you saw in the demo that you played, there'll be a lot of opportunity there to flesh out his story, and with that, the story of the Doom universe. It's a continuation of 2016, so the foundations that we laid there's a solid framework in place. We kind of outlined what the universe was internally, and now with this game, we're able to flesh it out. And it kind of answers your question of like all the different locations. I mean, this is all stuff that was kind of set up in the last game, but now we're kind of going to really take you there in this game. But we also know, again, it's not a cinematic game, it's not an immersive game, it's a video game. So all of this stuff just needs to exist with one goal in mind, which is to enhance the gameplay and make you feel like a badass. And it's gameplay first always with Doom.
By hands down, my favorite new gun is it's not a new gun, but the super shotgun with the meat hook mod. It sounds just obvious when you see the gameplay, but the feel of it is outrageous. I mean, it's so fun, and as you get better with it, you can like meat hook a demon, and actually before you even get all the way there, you can kind of jump off and use your jump and dash to like whip yourself through the air, take new angles on things. Change guns in the air. There's mods that complement it really well. It's not mods, but there's like suit capabilities and rune type capabilities that complement it really well. I can't. You could make an entire game just off of the meat hook mod. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah, I would probably say the same as most fans will, but I like the horoscope a lot this time around. We worked hard to kind of balance it, so all of the weapons are kind of like a high-risk reward situation. Like the rocket launcher, for example, does way more damage this time, but it moves slower. Certain enemies will respond to how slow it's moving and jump out of the way. It does a lot more self-damage, so you have to... Everything in Doom Eternal counts more. I mean, hopefully you felt that. Resources mean more. Pickups in the world mean more, because there aren't as many of them. Certain enemies and their attacks mean more. So with the horoscope, we have a system where you could shoot off... It's kind of like, we call it skill shots. Like you could attack the weak points of the enemies and disable some of their primary attacks. And you feel really awesome when you could do it with the horoscope. It takes a second to kind of get good at it, but you can, like, from across the arena, like in one shot, disable the Arachnotron's gun, which feels amazing.
I can't tell you how excited we are about it. We obviously get to play it all the time, and it's just it's really very unique and exceptionally fun. And the big thing about it is it's born out of Doom, and that's, I think, what I'm really excited about. When you look back at Doom 2016, and the multiplayer, it was not built from the components of Doom that people loved the most. They loved the Slayer experience. They loved fighting demons, but the multiplayer was not that. So as we looked at Doom Eternal, the high level goal was really just how do we take this Doom dance that players love so much, the Doom combat, and make it a social experience. Let them do it over and over with their friends, and really that was it. We take the awesome skill based power fantasy of playing as a totally jacked up Slayer, and then we give players the ability to play as various demons. They get to choose 2 against the Slayer, but there's a whole roster of demons you get to choose from, and go toe to toe. And the demons play completely differently. It's really the first time, I think, in a Doom game where you're going to have this experience of playing something that is very Doom, but you're playing as a totally different character with different abilities and movesets and all of that, and that strategy against the Slayer skill is really what the game's all about, and it's just it's a ton of fun. We really can't wait for people to play it. Yeah, the young guys are good, but I mean that is the thing. Like I don't know who would be a better Slayer. But it's
Marty's in
thing.
charge. He's better.